Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Patreon podcast. This week I wanted to talk about it being okay to change your mind. And this can be for short-term projects or long-term projects or anything. I think that there's something very fundamental about people being upset when people change their mind, when new information comes into light, or if you just change your feelings about how something goes. I think that one of the problems with the internet is that people kind of expect things to last perpetually. They just kind of keep going forever. And I think that it's okay for things to end, and I want to kind of exemplify that a little bit, not just with the 2-hour track challenge or this podcast or anything like that, because I know that those are kind of in the last months, but I was working on Pandemonium, and I really enjoyed working on it, but I ran into certain creative challenges, or later on I ran into some technical challenges where I just didn't know how to fix the problem. And eventually I just had to change my mind and be like, I can't continue to work on this. And I just ended that project. I made it free, and I posted it, and I posted a long blog post about it, just being like, I tried to fix this. I tried to do everything I could, and it just didn't work. And, I have to move on. And it would have been great if I could have finished that game and done exactly what I wanted with it. But I also just had no ability to finish it. So I just changed my mind. I was like, I just have to push this off because it was affecting me in a lot of different ways. So yeah, I think that as long as you have a sound mind about it and you're not doing it out of anger or frustration or anything, I think that it's, sorry, I have to keep leaning over and picking up the kitten because he's trying to get under my desk. I think that it's totally fine to change your mind and to move on to different things. And the whole graceful thing that I was talking about, it's I didn't just push out a build of Pandemonium. It was okay, suckers, this is the last one. Thanks for the $2 that you paid me. I made the game free. I offered refunds if people bought it and they were expecting something else. I tried to gracefully sunset that project. And I think that that's really important when it comes to artistic integrity. But, I felt bad about doing that, but I was able to move on from there and actually approach new projects and figure out new things. And I had that mental capacity again to actually, grow and learn and do new things. And that was very, very important and valuable to me, just to have that off my plate. So yeah, I mean, I don't really have much else to say on this one aside from just the fact that you need to consider that. And it's okay if you do, especially with politics. If some new information comes along and some politician changes their mind, all of a sudden it's they're vilified for having an updated, more relevant worldview. And it's well, maybe there's a reason why if you learn something new, it's okay to change your mind and grow as a person and as an adult, because 20-year-old Ben was kind of an asshole. And I'd like to think that I'm much better now. So yeah, I guess that's pretty much it. But think about the things that you are worried about or work on and all of that other stuff, and see if there's anything in there that you need to change your mind about. If you need to update your worldview or learn something new or anything, excuse me. I think that it's all worthwhile, and you should keep an open mind with that kind of stuff, because sometimes some innocuous thing just allows you to go off and grow in a completely different direction, and that's perfectly acceptable. Just the only caveat to that is if you do change your mind and you do end a project or something, try to do it gracefully, try to do it respectfully for the people who supported you through it, because it sucks more than anything if you just kind of abandon it. you know, and I understand why that happens, but there's so many projects out there where it's just like, especially like on Steam, where it's just like, it's like early access and then the game just stops getting updates. And, you know, some people pay for early access and some people pay for that. And with the expectation that a full game is going to happen. And, you know, that kind of sucks. And that kind of hurts everybody in the process. It lowers the trust from consumer or gamer to game developer, you know? So yeah. Anyway, thank you guys so much for listening. I really genuinely do appreciate it. I hope that you have a fantastic Friday and a wonderful weekend, and I'll talk to you in the next one. Be remarkable.